Fred G. Hughes Stadium here in the heart of Joplin, Missouri, where the Oklahoma City Bears are traveling from Oklahoma City to Joplin to take on the defending champions, two-time champions, Joplin Crusaders. Both teams are 4-0. It's going to be high-powered, high-caliber, fun football here on a beautiful day. Stick with us as we get ready for kickoff. You're watching Semi-Pro Saturday on the Southern Sports Network.
Nestled in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas, the Little Brick Inn stands as a testament to local charm and genuine hospitality. As a locally owned establishment, we take pride in offering a unique and cozy retreat for our guests. To reserve your room, visit littlebrickinn.com.
Welcome back, folks, as you're joining us here live on the Southern Sports Network through the Southern Sports Network app, YouTube page, and for the first time on the Joplin Crusaders page. You're watching Semi-Pro Saturday with the CMFL. I'm your host, Chris Dotson, joined in the booth by the one and only, the general, the champion general, Marcus London. Hey, thank you, Marcus, for joining us today here in the booth on this high-caliber game.
Man, I'm excited to be here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium. Beautiful place, great time for some great football, two great teams. Man, this is going to be a great matchup. I'm excited.
It certainly is as we're getting ready for the kickoff here. Coin toss is already done.
We got two premier football teams here today, man. It looks like both teams have their big boys, man, so it's going to be exciting to watch who wins in the trenches.
And let's take a quick look at the stats right now. Both teams are 4-0. The Oklahoma Bears coming in with 126 points for, 79 points against, number 2 in the standings. Joplin Crusaders come in this with 122 points, but the difference is here is that the defense only allowing 31 points, and they are top dog in the CMFL. What do you think about this game, how it's going to translate, and what are we going to look for against both of these teams?
With Joplin, they need to start fast. If Joplin can start fast and control the ball game, you know, they have a great chance of controlling the outcome. If they allowed, you know, Oklahoma City's O-line and D-line to dominate the game in the beginning, get their run game going, it's going to be a long day for the Crusaders. But I'm excited about both teams because, you know, both teams, you know, like you say, they come in here 4-0, play some really, really, really good teams. You know, there's not a lot of sorry teams this year in the CMFL.
No,
there's put it like that.
There's really not. And good point. You know, we've got some great teams coming into the great competition here early on, as we're going to see some great teams playing against each other. This one being one of the best ones here as we are about ready to get started, and it looks like Joplin's going to be kicking off. Joplin wearing the white, the Bears coming in with the black. Yeah. Boy, it's hot out there today.
All black on a day like this. We got the legend back deep, number 14 today, Danny Knighton, the Dark Knight. I'm willing to bet.
Does he get a kickoff? What's the high-low that he makes a kickoff on this first return?
Nah, this is going out of bounds.
Okay. As we are getting ready to get everybody set up, looks like we've got chain crew trying to get everything assimilated there.
That's always the biggest obstacle.
Yeah.
Pre-game game crew.
Oh, absolutely. It's always something, I'm sure. So we're working on getting that.
Love it, man. We got an opportunity to play the game we love, man. You got to love it.
Gorgeous day, a little bit humid. Of course, we've been having a lot of rain, ton load of rain, and we're going to get more.
Yeah.
And we might have some damaging winds, thunderstorms if you're in southwest Oklahoma to south central. Definitely watch out for that because, well, it's going to be pretty bad. So if you're watching us down there, definitely make your preparations and get your bug out bag ready because it's going to be live.
Hey, if you got some score updates, go ahead and drop them in that live.
And we are off. It is a high boot taken.
He tried to kick it out of bounds, and Mr. Mole on the return, he takes it back to about the throw. The ball is on the ground.
Do we have a return over?
And the Bears are going to hold on to it.
Oh, lucky bounce on that one for the Bears. Let's take another quick look at that. As that ball, he was running. It did pop out. I thought he might have been down beforehand, but that ball's still going to the Bears' way. Ball's going to be placed at the 45-yard line. 55 if you're Canadian, Marcus. First and 10 for the Bears. What do you expect from this first drive?
They're going to try to establish the line of scrimmage.
So we're looking for some heavy runs.
In the backfield.
Okay.
The matchup with DK is going to be big here today. And go 5 wide, quads up top.
Little screen on the outside.
That's a fumble. He gets back on it. Looks like the ball is bouncing the Bears' way early.
Yeah, they got away with 2 right there.
2 costly mistakes early.
Let's take another look at that one. As it got a man in motion, that ball is thrown behind. You're right, that is a live ball, but luckily recovered by the Bears.
That was just the issue, a little bit of slow timing, man. They'll get that thing right.
So second down and long after one busted play.
We got Trips left. Stumble in the backfield, couldn't really get going. I think that's number 28.
Another reverse play on the play. Reverse play on the play, is that even a thing? Apparently it is. We'll see it again. Another simple handoff, tries to bounce it to the outside, does not get anything. That Joplin defense was there. It's almost like Joplin has studied film.
Yeah, Joplin was definitely ready for that play.
So trips to the bottom of your screen this time.
Third down and long. A little bit of pressure. Nice ball. Nice ball.
Is that caught?
Yes, sir. That was
that
a very
is
nice
caught.
Ball.
Very nice ball
Pulls
indeed.
it in at about the 29-yard line.
We'll see that one again. Beautiful pass and catch. Right on the money. I couldn't tell if he had the ball or not.
That was a beautiful catch. Garrett to Bama connection for about 30-something yards.
Garrett definitely one of the top quarterbacks, if not the premier quarterback here in the CMFL.
Yeah, and I mean, that's definitely a backbreaker for Joplin's defense. 3 negative plays with the special teams, and then give up a bomb like that.
So trips to the bottom of your screen again. Another inside run, handoff. It's going to net him about 4 yards on the play.
I believe that's Terrell Buchanan on the carry.
Buchanan, the former Gator that's moved over with the big mass migration to the Bears, has definitely helped out his squad this year. A dynamic back. Not only does he have wheels, but he's also hard to bring down. Very tough guy to bring down.
Yeah, he's a lot stronger than his size tells you.
So they're going to stick with the same formation. Trips to the bottom of your screen.
Trips left.
Garrett is back in the shotgun formation. Buchanan right next to him. Man in motion. Maul in motion. He's looking to the left.
Big play, DK.
Got a man open.
Dark Knight.
No good.
Couldn't quite bring it in. Great effort. Couldn't quite bring it in. That's going to be a good matchup there today.
I agree.
They're going to try to take advantage of the young man, but that young man's quite an athlete.
We're going to watch that again.
Coming out of Prescott, Arkansas.
Ball's in the air and just off his fingertips. That would have been 6 if it was just about 3 inches shy. So, second down and 10.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Excuse me, 3rd and 5. I'm sorry. Thanks for getting that correction there.
He throws a flag, free play. Touchdown, Bears. DK does a Spider-Man on the goalpost. We got a flag on the play, but we believe this play is still going to stand.
That is a free play on encroachment, and that is 6 points for the Bears. Let's take another look at that one. Is that you definitely saw a whole slew of Crusaders come in, and that is just easy money.
When it comes to that situation, that's baby Aaron Rodgers right there. Garrett has mastered that. It's something you got to be ready for every single time you face it.
Oh, absolutely. So they're going to bring up Legatron for extra point try.
Mr. Automatic.
He has missed on occasions. Now, it's not very often that he misses, but every now and then. Now, he's got the sun to his eyes. The snap's down. Hold is good. Ball is up, and it is good. So, 1:57 left to go. Your score is 7-0, Oklahoma. And we'll be right back right after these messages.
Are you looking for a pre-owned car or a great repair shop? Well, come on down to Dealer Direct Supply in Joplin. I'm William Hughes.
And I'm Taylor Lewis, and we want to invite you to our new location down on West 7th Street here in Joplin.
Check out our inventory online or visit us at West 7th.
Well, we're back, folks, and just like that on the first drive, it started off ugly. It started off uglier than my first marriage, but for some reason, somehow, they got their composure together and were able to drive down the field, and then, of course, taking advantage of the encroachment, gets an easy 6 points, followed up by David Goodson 7, and your score 7-0 with 11:57 left to go in the first quarter. You'll have to forgive our...
That's what you call a gold standard right there. When things break down, you don't give up. You keep going.
And we're going to try to get our scoreboard correct. There we go. Sometimes all this technology to make our lives so much easier sometimes becomes an even bigger pain sometimes, but we've got it figured out. Scoreboard is correct, 11:57. Your score 7-0, Bears up on top. Bears now kicking.
I'm willing to bet they're going to keep this away from number 0, Taylor. He said he is Taylor.
He is.
I expect to see him do a little bit on both sides of the ball today.
Ball is up, pooch kick. It is going to be fielded at about the 28-yard line.
And he's got a chance on this return. If we can, he needed one more block, and he could have.
Almost.
He might have got to about the 50. He didn't have the speed to take it all the way. I'm a realist. You know, he would have got to the 50.
Well, you are the legend, the King legend, Marcus London. Thank you for joining us. If you just tuned in, you're watching Semi-Pro Saturday on the Southern Sports Network, live on the Southern Sports Network app, YouTube page, and for today on the Joplin Crusaders Facebook page. Been some good live action so far. Your score 7-0. The Bears taking advantage of some encroachment. Easy 7 points. Now it's the Crusaders' turn as they are 4 wide. Single back. West is out with a broken leg today.
Run up the middle. And that's a really nice run for about 8.5.
I like that run.
A little bit of extra at the end.
And we all like
by
it.
Number 43, Canyon Beasley.
No relation to Cole Beasley, but he's running hard just like him. So
Excuse me, let me repeat. Dante Sample. It's
Sample, excuse me.
243s.
Right.
My apologies, Mr. Sample.
So 4 wide again. Single back. Sample is behind.
And he drops the snap.
Johnson misses the snap and does recover. It's going to bring him back, so it's going to be 3rd down and long. Looks like maybe 3rd down and 12, depending on the spot of that ball. Johnson just did not get a good eye on it.
Yeah, it looks like he had his eyes on the rush. He took his eyes off the ball for a split second.
So roughly 2nd down and 11 and a half. 11 and 3/4 if you're technical. I could get a tape measure on there.
Once again, 4 wide, 3rd and 11. Shotgun formation. Opportunity for a lot in the middle of the field.
Looks like they're going to try to bring pressure on the outside. Ball is up. Ball is no good.
Big hit. Big legal hit in the middle of the field. It's a great job by number 1, A.J. Burton. That boy's a dog.
Well, we do have a flag on the play. Let's see what is going to be called. It looks like it's going against the Bears. Let's see if we can get some information from a head referee. Encroachment. That's going to save this Crusaders drive. That's going to give them free 5 yards. And this drive stays alive. 3rd down and roughly about, what do you say, 7?
Yeah. He's going to have to be a little bit smarter on this play. He kind of floated that one and came away a little bit lucky. It didn't get picked off.
So 4 wide again, single back formation. Everybody seems to be stuck on their offensive formations for the first drive. Johnson's got the ball. It's fine. He's looking. Ball's up in the air. It is contested. It is no good. Well defended. Double coverage on that play, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Great play by the Bears defense. Secondary, a lot of games have been a question point, but today they're sticking to them and showing that they are not questionable at all.
Well, the question now is, are we going to see a punt? Which it looks like they're bringing out their punt formation, so it's not even a question right now.
Question is, are they going to kick the DK?
I would highly advise not to.
I would be standing right on the sideline at the 20, telling him to kick it to me.
We got a timeout. Crusaders are taking this timeout.
That's frustration right there, spending the timeout on special teams.
You know, yeah, exactly. And you don't want to spend it too early. But it is what it is. All right, so what are your thoughts so far? Do you have any score updates right now? Any of the games going on? Because we got some high-profile games right now.
I did see the Panthers and the Falcons were tied 0-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Ooh, now that's the game of the week on the Gateway side of the CMFL.
And I think the Cyclones just made somebody quit. 46-0.
Whoo!
I believe they played the Punishers.
The Punishers, yes.
46-0, and I seen somebody quit with like quite a bit of time left.
Wow. Yeah, that's punishing right there.
Can't be quitting.
No.
Can't call yourself the Punishers and quit.
No.
It just doesn't work like that.
I mean, even the Kansas Diamondbacks took a walloping the other day at 70-something to nothing and still
didn't
played.
Quit.
Did not quit.
And I think they only had like 13 and a half people. And
Squib
they kick to Daniel Knight. He plays with him. He toys with him.
He's shifty.
That was a great coverage. Great coverage.
Did not give up on the play, and then Bears going to take over at the 14-yard line at the 1 hash, 1st and 10. So if you're the Joplin Crusaders, what do you need to do on defense?
On defense, I mean, there's not a whole lot they need to change up. They got scored on a busted play, with the offsides. So I think they'll adapt and be just fine. I see Taylor's out there at the other corner.
So he's definitely making some adjustments on defense, making sure that no other blown coverages that are going to result in more points.
And one of the benefits Joplin will have today is the fact that they're going to have a wave of D linemen going in and out the ball game. So we're going to see how that affects guys like Mr. MVP Paris Williams. But most of those guys are in great shape, so I don't expect it to bother them too much.
Man in motion. Ball's going to be placed on the inside. It's going to be stuffed. Maybe for, I would say, a half-yard gain, if that. Might get him back to the original line of scrimmage, second down.
Man, and that is great play by my man Manu. That man's always got his head in the right direction.
Well, today's game is brought to you in part by Raising Cane's. Hey, man, that's one of my favorite chicken places right there. Raising Cane's.
Okay. After this play.
After this play, we got some more score updates. All right, Griffin in the back. He's going to hand it off again. Stuffed one more time. That might be a loss of maybe a half a yard. Third down.
And Mr. Johnson, if I just read this correctly,
bring it to me.
It was 46-0, and they quit in the second quarter.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess the Cyclones are back.
I suppose they are. They got some magic to them now.
Yeah, they got a little magic.
They got a little magic now at quarterback.
First couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying, they was paying rent a little bit late. You know what I mean?
Well,
but now, rent due, baby, rent due.
Rent due. All right, so third down and long. Twins to the top of your screen. They're going to try to get them off sides, and they're going to take a quick timeout. They were just kind of evaluating what they were going to do on defense. So Bears going to take a quick one. So, 44-0 and quit in the second quarter. Now, there was a lot of chatter for those that are in semi-pro football on the group page in Facebook. It's very colorful and livid at times, and it was kind of going off this week. So I expected a lot more out of the Punishers. I'm disappointed.
Extremely disappointed. I expect them to at least put up a fight. Scratch them, bite them, something.
Kick him in the shin at least. I mean, if you got to do that, kick him in the shin, but you can't give up. Now, I don't know if they had low numbers. We're going to have to find some more story, and we'll definitely find out, and I'll cover that in this week's show, which we'll talk about that here really soon, as there are major changes coming faster than what I expected for what's going to happen with Semi-Pro Saturday here on the Southern Sports Network. I'll get you guys up to speed on that one here soon. But in the meantime, Garrett Griffin and company are getting ready for this long third down play as they were stuffed on two back-to-back run plays.
And we've got a stunner right now. Is the Hawks are up 18-6 over the Gators.
Wow. Griffiths is going to be tattooed, and he is going to be sacked for our first sack of the game. Coming at the most appropriate time. Here it is on the replay. I mean, they had him boxed in pretty nicely, and it got him the gaps on the outside and the inside. Griffith had no place to go, and that's going to bring up David Goodson to punt it away.
And if you didn't catch that, again, I said, the Grove Hawks are up 18-6 over the Tulsa Gators.
The Hawks, man, I know they've got a dynamic quarterback, and I knew it was going to be a little bit of time before they really start getting things going on. But what? What?
And when you've got a great leader like Asen Cross and one of the most underrated wide receivers in the game, Deontay Crutchfield, you can make anything happen.
That ball is going to go out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. Smartly placed and smartly played. First and 10 for the Crusaders. Asen Cross, we got to see him during the Victory Bowl last year, this past Victory Bowl, and I thought he did an outstanding job for you. Really great quarterback, smart, agile, and can throw the ball.
And the crazy thing is, he's a basketball player. So I kind of close to my heart because I came in as a basketball player, turned wide receiver, turned quarterback.
Right.
So it's kind of like teaching yourself the game, and he's learning as he's going, and as he's going, he's becoming a star.
We could definitely learn a lot from both sports and integrate to them both. This one right now, we got 4 wide. Inside draw. It's going to net him a few yards, about 4 on the play.
Yeah, another nice run by Sample. I mean, 4 yards are down, you know what I'm saying? You're moving the chains, and that's what you want to do against the Bears, keep that dynamic offense off the field.
Absolutely, 100%. We'll have to check on the Eagles score. I know that they're live on the Eagles network on YouTube. We'll try to catch those scores as well and bring them to you as the game goes along. Another about, I want to say, 3-yard run on that play. You know, keeping it simple on this drive. So 3rd down and manageable. You know, this kind of started off like last drive where they were able to run it, and then one bad snap, and it kind of killed the drive. Now they're on the Bears side of the ball.
I'm expecting a little bit of something conservative here. You got 2 tries to get 3 yards.
And our scoreboard is doing all sorts of crazy stuff right now because we have a camera that's on it that changes the score for us, but that sun is just right on it, and we've got it in the screen.
Right. Great pursuit by the Bears.
I think he's short.
He's just short, right at the 45-yard line. Great pursuit by the Bears. Spencer Howard, not known for being a man of the tackling, but man, he's been great at it this year.
Definitely has done some major stuff there.
Bears coming hot, run up the middle again. Stuffed up, nowhere to go.
Now the question is where is that ball spotted? Because it looks like he might have it.
They're getting a great Crusader spot. It's kind of like
I like that enunciation that you got there.
It's kind of like that Sooner Magic. it's that Crew Magic. Nice.
Crew Magic.
Sam, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody deserves a little Crew Magic these days.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Crew, extending the drive. Johnson is going to call his own number.
That's a
follows
big
the
man.
blocker, and it looks like he might have picked up a 1st down on that run.
All he had to do is lay down.
I mean, he's a tall man. Let's see that one again. I think he's going to be a little bit short, maybe a half a yard to a yard short.
Yeah, I believe his knee came down first.
Yeah, so Johnson calls his own number. Yeah, just about a yard shy. Great design quarterback run. So 2nd down and about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Seen one pass so far from Johnson. He's going to get that play action. He's going to throw it up in the middle. He's got his man. 1st down.
Way to keep his concentration there. Initially bobbled the snap, but continued on and made a good play. Looks like we might have holding in the backfield.
We do have a flag on the play, and it is holding, and it's going to go against the Crusaders, and that's going to negate a good pass and a 1st down. So bring that ball back. As we got a penalty on that one, it's going to place the ball at the 45-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and about 12. 2nd down and 12 is what it looks like we're going to call it.
Crusaders bite themselves in the foot one more time.
So trips to the bottom of your screen.
3:50 left in the 1st quarter.
21-20 Eagles in the 3rd. For your score updates. No defense playing at all today.
Incomplete pass, a little extracurricular activity going on.
And we got another flag on the play. Going to get a little chippy today with these two as we expected it.
Austin Jones will have to come out for a play with his helmet off. Usually when somebody's helmet off, the flag is on the other team.
Yeah. 2 fouls on the play.
But once again, Crusaders backing up.
Now Jones played in the what was that? The name of that league, the fan-controlled league.
Fan-controlled league, and also the NAL.
Going from arena to, that was a lot of fun with the fan-controlled because there was a lot of celebrity owners.
Yeah, a lot of
that you got to see.
Drewski had a team in there. That was kind of cool. And it was based in Atlanta, so all you did was run into the celebrities.
So 3rd down and long. That's going to back them up to Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
Or Kansas if you're in this direction.
Punt team hot. Punt team hot.
So they got to get to the line of gain. It's going to be at the 33-yard line of the Bears.
Got to be careful here. Sometimes reaching for something like this causes a turnover.
So 4 wide. Johnson's going to get the snap. Trying to roll out to find somebody. He's got the ball in the air. Nothing doing. Double covered, too.
Good place to put the ball where only his receiver could get it.
If you're going to do it there. So that's going to negate what looked like a promising drive. A few penalties kind of just went backwards.
And you called it. Once they got there to 2 yards short, beat, backing up.
So the Eagles are up 21-20 with no defense in their game. I don't know. I mean, I need to go back over my picks this year. I did a lot better last year. I was on fire last year. This year, not so much. It's been a little spread out.
Because it seems like teams got a lot of teams got a lot better, so it's kind of hard. Got a quick kick. Once again, they kick to DK, Dark Knight. Takes off. He's at the 30. And they corral him at about the 34-yard line for about a 14-yard return.
The ball is going to be placed at about the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears. 2:47 left. The clock is rolling for some reason. I don't understand why they didn't cut it off, but, it's semi-pro. What can I say? The beauty of semi-pro. Which, by the way, I'm going to make the announcement now. This is my final year in semi-pro football after 20 years in the business. From being a player to coach, general manager, team owner, administrator in the league, creating the OMFL. Then I decided, hey, maybe it's time to just broadcast or have some fun with it. Had Majorly Minor for a while, then Southern Sports Network, and it's kind of taken off to do some other things. We've done high school. We even did MMA. Pickleball.
Yeah, the pickleball, I bet that was fun.
That was a blast.
A lot of Cougars.
So 2nd down. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But we're nearing our end. We just actually sold we didn't sell it. We're under contract now, and we're going to be leaving to who knows where. We don't know yet. We're kind of covering the United States and a few of the states just to figure out where we're going to land.
Man, it's time to have fun with it.
Oh, yeah.
You worked hard this long. Coming out trips, right? Adidas and McDonald in the backfield.
Griffiths is going to play action and gets a nice slant play to Danny Knighton at the 40-yard line. Comes down at about the 41.
Great RPO right there.
I mean, if you're one-on-one right there, by all means. Especially if they're playing you off about 5 yards, that's easy money.
And, I mean, a lot of teams Danny's been on, they could just concentrate on him, but they can't do that. Bears got athletes everywhere. And Mr. First Down, Everett Davis, is playing lights out this year.
Trips to the top of your screen again. Griffith is going to throw, and again.
Second drop by DK today. That's not like him.
So it's going to bring up 4th down now and about 3.5. So it looks like they're going to call for a punt. So back-to-back stalls, if you will, for these drives. And we are 1:45 to go before the end of the quarter. Still 7-0 here in Joplin, Missouri. Both of these teams kind of jabbing each other, just like some heavyweight matchup fighters.
One bone play is the difference so far. Legatron in the punt.
And that ball's going to get out about the 20-yard line.
Good safe punt.
Well, that's what definitely you want to have, is get them back in far in their own territory and let your defense do the magic.
And I believe we're at halftime with the Falcons and the Panthers. Falcons lead 8-6.
Wow, I knew that was going to be a close game. I gave the Falcons 3 points at home because, whenever you got tight matchups, it's tough because, in semi-pro, you just never know who's going to travel well and who's not.
Well, Jimmy Ross, that's a man with a plan. He was on a mission this year to recruit a great team and give his team high-quality things, so I don't think traveling or anything will be a problem for that man this year.
Great turnaround. Inside give. He's going to get close to first down. It looks like he is going to gain first down yardage. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders.
And again, that's number 43, Mr. Samples, with some hard running.
Well, let's see that sample on a replay again. Inside give. Some great holes. That offensive line is doing a great job with that front seven. And I think that's what Johnson's going to need to open up his playbook, is trying to get some good hard runs on the inside. Here's another one for about another 7, maybe 8 yards on the play.
Yes, sir.
Correction, 9 yards.
Coming up just short of the first down. Seems like they found something that they like. Sam's one that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep going with it.
Well, it looks like they're going to go back with a 4 wide set. Johnson in the backfield again. Sample right next to him. Another inside give. We're going to do play action. Play action this time. A little dump off to the outside. It's going to pick up a few yards on the play. Get him down to the 45.
QB gets up that ball out a little bit quicker, and they might pick up that first down.
Yeah. That was kind of a floater to the outside.
Kind of a shot put pass.
That's what I like to call it. Shot put. That's going to be the end of the quarter. We'll be right back to get on to the second quarter here in the showdown at Fred G. Hughes Stadium here in Joplin, Missouri. We'll be right back.
Pretzel crust from Little Caesars is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, until now. Because stuffed pretzel crust is even greater. That's right, we took that delicious pretzel crust with cheddar cheese sauce and stuffed it. Look at all that melted mozzarella greatness. Stuffed crust and pretzel crust, 2 fan favorites in one pizza. Oh yeah, we stuffed that GOAT. Large stuffed pretzel crust from Little Caesars, just $9.99 for a limited time. Pizza.
Well, welcome back. It is the second quarter here.
New update in the third quarter. We got the Bulldogs up 26-21 over the Eagles. Joplin comes out. Second down and long 5. Trips to the left.
And they're changing up their formation now to, like you say, trips to the left. They're going to motion. Sample's going to get the ball. He's going to pick up that first down yardage and more. He's got it to the 40, to the 30, to about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. for the Crusaders.
Sounds like we've got a flag on the play. Seemed like that flag came out a little bit late.
It's encroachment. And so that play is going to stand. Let's see that again. And just a great play in the inside run right there. The motion really kind of shook the linebackers and kind of stalemated them back.
And at the half, Hawks are up 18-12.
Wow, St. Louis. You say the Hawks?
Excuse the Oklahoma Hawks.
Wow.
Up on the Tulsa Gators, 18-12.
What a great
Play
game
action.
that is.
Scrambles left. That's exactly what they want to get him to do, but he throws a dot for a touchdown. Joplin Crusaders.
Let's see that one again on replay. That is a smart move.
Great job by the quarterback. I mean, actually, a big guy like that, you want to get him rolling left because he's right-handed, but he adjusts, squares his shoulders, and throws a dot. Mama. There goes that man.
Outstanding play. And they don't have 80 points on here. Again, we're having an OCR issue with our home score camera here. We'll get that figured out. And it doesn't look like they got it, so your score 6-7. So 6-7 is your score. 14:21 left to go. We got that all sorted out. Crusaders trying to go for that too. I don't think they have themselves a kicker yet. That's kind of that's gold. That's platinum actually.
Having a kicker is one of the biggest luxuries in minor league football.
It really is. We've seen some pretty good ones, pretty decent ones, but Legatron definitely takes the cake. I mean, he started way back in 2012.
Yeah.
And just done some outstanding stuff. I think he actually holds one of the records for the longest kick, at least in the GDFL.
I think
63, 67 yards. I can't remember how much it was.
Yeah, we got some real good ones. The Cyclones have a really good kicker. The Bears, and I believe the Gators have a good kicker. Not too privy of anybody else.
1 point game here in Fred G. Hughes Stadium.
Look for this kickoff to go near out of bounds or out of bounds again.
It is an onside.
It is an onside kick. Great bounce right to. Is he going to make a play if he gets this block?
And it looks like that's where it's going to stall out at. Within Crusaders territory at the 48-yard line. 52 if you're Canadian.
Great work on the play to come up with that ball. He ran 30 to get 3, but hey.
1st and 10 for the Bears. Now the Bears, if you're Kevin Cox, or actually it's not Kevin Cox, it's Coach Griffith now controlling the offensive plays.
Yes.
What are you doing? What's your play call at this?
You got try to establish that running game, man, but you got so many athletes on the outside, man. You got to attack that secondary. They're missing Dougie Moore, so I'd attack them safeties, definitely. B.J. Richard, he's quite a free safety, but the other safety on the side isn't used to playing as much, so I'd attack that.
Griffith's going to hand off to the inside. Nothing doing. They trying to hit that A gap, and every time that they've tried, it's just done nothing.
Great stop by another Uso. As you see, Joplin rotating that D line once again.
And you need to. I mean, on that field, it is not only hot, but it's been humid so much.
Oh, definitely.
It's going to drain the soul right out of your body.
At the bottom of the field, you got white chocolate garden DK again. Pass up. That looks like a touchdown.
Underthrown.
Falls just short. Not normal by Garrett Griffith.
That should have been 6.
Definitely. Bama had his man beat by a good 3 yards. Safety didn't have time to get over there. Is that TJ Austin limping?
Could have been. And there is a flag on the play.
Actually, I believe that's
And it's going to be a chop block against the Bears, and that's going to back it up 10 yards.
Yeah, that'll be Joe Grits, I believe, who got chop block. He's the one limping off the field.
Excuse me, 15 yards.
Never want to see that.
No. I mean, he's gritty enough, but you know, he's still got knees.
Yeah. That man got to go to work.
So it's going to be 2nd down and long. I'm not even going to try to calculate this one. That's how far back they are. They're sitting at the 38-yard line. Line to gain is going to be at the 37 of the Crusaders. So you do the math. It's 2nd down and long. Got a play action. Griffiths is going to connect. And speaking of connections, a whole slew of Crusaders goes to meet him. Ball's going to be placed at about the 47-yard line, 3rd down.
Great connection by Griffith and the tight end.
Bobby Boucher. That's what we like to call him.
No, Bobby Boucher. That would be Austin Jones, the water boy, Bobby Boucher. On that catch was Dylan Lauk, Officer Lauk.
Actually, it's Luke.
Luke. My bad, bro.
Or we like to call him Luche. So 3rd down and long. Try to get him with the hard count. They're going to take another timeout. So Bears are down to 1 timeout with 12:21 left to go.
Could really shift here, you know, if Joplin's able to maintain the drive before halftime.
Yeah, they certainly are. But we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back right after these messages. You're watching Semi-Pro Saturday on the Southern Sports Network.
Semi-Pro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
Goes deep again. Intercepted by Mr. Richard. Just the safety they didn't need to try.
And not to be confused with Little Richard. Let's see that one again as he plays the piano, and this time he grabs the ball. Griffith throws way outside as our cameraman was trying to get adjusted to it, but just in time. First turnover of the game. Just in time for the Crusaders. Crusaders going to take over at about the, I want to say, 13-yard line. 1st and 10, 12-10 left, 12-10 left to go in the first half. Again, 2 teams that are really trying to get that first place. Winner of this game definitely gets first place in the standings, getting ready for the playoffs. And it's only going to be 4 teams on each side, so 8-team playoff this year.
And the way they're playing, it looks like, you know, well, the way other teams are playing right now, it looks like this may be the matchup in the Final Four of the playoffs.
Nowhere to go in the backfield.
Great play by Mr. Colbert.
It's going to back him up another about 5-6 yards on the play. So they're trying to get the outside sweep blown up by Colbert.
Yeah, if you don't get hands on Mr. Colbert off the line, he's going to make a play in the backfield.
So that's going to back him up to about the 7-yard line. Line to gain is at the 24 for the first down. So trips to the bottom of your screen.
2nd and 15.
And we got a flag on the play.
Back him up halfway, delay a game.
This delay of game is brought to you by On Delay Airlines. Always late, never on time, on delay. Otherwise known as now Southwest. And what a turnaround Southwest has made. They were a great airline for a long time, and then they got bought out by the Elliott Group. Made some major changes that a lot of people are not liking. So I'm starting to see a lot of people shift back to United and American and Delta now. Speaking of on delay. So Twins to the bottom of your screen this time.
2nd and long.
I think they're going to try to jam. Be run on the inside, nowhere to go. Trying to power to the 5.
Got a little lucky right there. A little bobbled exchange between the quarterback and the running back.
That could have been disastrous.
Yeah, I've seen it quite a lot today. Not the exchange, but a little bobbled snap and taking their eye off the ball. Going to have to get that worked out if they want to play a clean game.
So it's going to be 3rd down and long. Again, the line to gain is at the 24-yard line. Under 11 minutes to go. No Elliott Hawkins today that I see.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing the truck go. It's a hard man to stop when he gets moving forward.
Motion into the backfield. Flag on the play. Going to try to get it to the outside. It's got some quick wheels. And he gets upended.
Suplex, but a fumbled football. He fumbled it forward, and it might have helped him just a little bit. We're going to come back and see what that flag is all about.
Camera operator missed some of that play. Let the dock his pay.
Yeah.
We'll take a look and see what this call is by the official. They're going to discuss it over. But yeah, he got suplexed at about the 18-yard line. What we like to call a DOA.
Yeah. That was WWE Raw.
Where else but here on Semi-Pro Saturday you're going to see such entertainment. We like to cross-thread between different sports. Maybe that's the future of semi-pros, taking wrestling and hockey and football all together.
You never know.
You see somebody pulling off their jersey and starting to hit them.
We got Sippy in the game, Jamarcus McGee. He's trying to huddle with the Joplin Crusaders.
Waiting for the call. Illegal shift against the offense is declined. And it's going to be a 4th down. So 4th down, it's a legal shift, but they've got him at the 19-yard line. Yeah. Now,
either way, you're going to give the Bears a short field here.
I'm confused. An illegal shift, that means that they should start it from the original line of scrimmage. But that's the beauty of semi-pro. You just never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. So 4th down and long. And the Crusaders are going to have to punt the ball away. Pressure coming on the outside. There is a flag.
Snap. I believe there's going to be offsides.
Yeah. That is definitely going to be an offsides against the Bears.
And that's going to give the Crusaders a 1st down. That's heartbreaking. Give up. You lose in 2 ways. You give up the 1st down, and you give up the field position inside the 10-yard line. Mental mistakes.
Yep, encroachment on the defense. 1st down and 10 for the Crusaders. And there's nothing much you can say about it. I mean, it was what it was. He was trying to get pressure on the outside, and he came in just a little bit too early. So, drive does not stall, gets breath of fresh air, breathing new life on it. 4 wide again. Ball is in the air, just a little bit overthrown.
He had a man open.
He did.
They had a step. Feels like he's pushing the ball instead of passing the ball. If he gets to relax a little bit and gets his feet under himself, he's going to start hitting those passes for big gains.
Yeah, last time we were here, Johnson was just picking him off real easy. It seems like he's just off a half of a step today. So 2nd down and 10. Line to gain is going to be at the 34-yard line. Trips to the bottom of your screen this time.
Another ball into the ground.
Yeah, his throwing motion's just not there today. He didn't get his hips all the way out before he threw the pass and just went right down to the ground. Luckily, that one was thrown just in front of him. Otherwise, that could have been a scoop and score.
Yes. A lot of instances, a lot of guys get in their head when they play the Bears. They, instead of playing Joplin football, he's playing against the Bears. Just needs to relax and do his thing. Can't take anything away from the Bears, though. They're making it tough for him.
Oh, absolutely. Bears have always had a tough defense. You know, it seems like their game is predicated on good defense and ball control. Johnson's pass is up. And no good. Batted away at the last second. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Or correction, 4th down. Drive stalls again. And the Bears get another chance.
Yes. Two deep balls and a pass into the ground on that drive after averaging about 8 yards a carry.
Yeah, I understand they're trying to open up the playbook a little bit, but you got to go back with your bread and butter.
DK back deep again. Kick to the sideline.
DK's going to try to swoop in. That's just asking for trouble there, though. Kind of reminds me of the 2012 Conference USA Championship. We're up, and it's Tulsa taking on UCF. And UCF drive stalls. Tulsa's down by 4. And so they kick off. They kick off, and they kick it to Trey Watts. Trey Watts grabs it at the 30-yard line of Tulsa. And this is, of course, he just kind of backs away from the ball. UCF players come in. Gunners kind of surround the ball, but there's nobody else around, and they're just kind of lollygagging. So Trey Watts comes in, scoops it up, starts headed to the sideline. 2 of the players that have already got off on the sidelines come back in, make 2 crucial blocks. Watts goes in for a touchdown. Game over. First and 10. Looks like at the 39-yard line. Griffith has got 2 in the backfield. He's going to hand off on the inside.
Monte Thomas on the carry, hitting the backfield. We got a late flag thrown. The referee has a pretty good arm.
Sure does. Let's try to zoom in on the call. face mask against the Crusaders. It's going to give him 15 yards and a first down. So ball's going to be placed at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears. So Griffith with 2 in the backfield again. He's going to set a man in motion. To the slot, Griffin's going to fire to the outside. Does have a man open, goes down fast. Danny Knighton on the play again. That's going to give him another about 6 yards. 2nd down and 4.
Great catch by DK.
That ball is just a little bit underthrown.
Both quarterbacks seem to be a little bit off today.
Griffith with 2-back protection again. He's got a single man maul, and it is no good, just right through the hands of Jarius Maul.
He was trying to make a move before he caught the ball. He already anticipated.
So 3rd down and about 4 yards. Today's game is brought to you in part by Little Caesars Pizza, official sponsor of the Joplin Crusaders football team. I believe they're selling Little Caesars pizzas down there below. Halftime. We're going to go check it out ourselves. Detroit-style pizza. Meanwhile, here, Griffin has got 2-back protection again. We got offsides on the play, it looks like. Ball is blown dead. And they're going to say it's going to be not encroachment, but against the Bears is what the early call looks like. So it might be a false start against the Oklahoma Bears. So it is a dead ball foul. Encroachment against the Crusaders. And that's going to pick up another 1st down for the Bears. Ball be placed at about the 36-yard line.
Crusaders fans are not very happy about that call.
No, not at all.
You can hear the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, they're not too thrilled about that one, but that's the beauty of semi-pro. You just never know what you're going to get.
Sound like some Pacer fans on a Shea Gildas foul.
Ooh. Bring it on early. Game number 2 starts tomorrow, I believe, at 7 o'clock, if I'm right.
Yes, sir.
4 wide. Griffin's going to go back. Looking for an outside man this time. He does connect.
Missed the 1st down, Everett Davis, for a quick gain of about 6 yards.
Ball be placed at the 30-yard line. So they're nickel and diming him on the passes. So the runs weren't working on the inside, so they're going to start dumping it off on the outside. And so far, it's been working out pretty well. Drifts to the top of your screen. Griffin's going to throw again. David, this time that ball is broken up and almost intercepted.
So close to being intercepted. He was trying to move before he caught it.
Either that or he had some silly putty on his hands. It's going to bring up 3rd down in about 4.5.
About 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Still 7-6. Bears up. Importance of having a top-notch kicker.
Oh, yeah. This is in his range.
Got 3rd and a short 5.
A 4 and a blade or 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So 4 wide this time for Griffith.
Mo down at the bottom by himself.
Motions out. Griffith is going to go back, shoots to the outside. Does have a man open, 1st down yardage. Down at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears.
Kind of looks like Griffith and his dad seeing where the holes are, and they're kind of chopping it up right now. Short, conservative passes.
Clock is running.
Trips right. Hand off Terrell Buchanan.
Buchanan's going to bounce to the outside. He's got first down yardage and more. He's going to be down at about 6-yard line. 1st and 10 again. So we are in the red zone, deep in the red zone.
Deep in the red zone. 1st and 6 for the Bears. This is where these trenches matter. Bears didn't even get set. Touchdown, Bears. Classic DK trick play.
Let's see that again. Nice setup. One-on-one, and he wasn't even set like you called it.
Out of all people, Sam should have been ready for that trick play. He knows that, but he knows
like the back of his hands.
Exactly. But Joplin really wasn't even set for that play.
And they knew it. So take full advantage of that.
Exactly.
Legatron goes in for the point after try. See how he does. Ball snapped. Ball is down, and it is up and good. So your score, 14-6.
I don't even look when he kicks it anymore. I just look at the kid in the background, see if he's going to kick it. I know good he's going to kick it.
We'll be right back, right after these messages.
Are you looking for a pre-owned car or a great repair shop? Well, come on down to Dealer Direct Supply in Joplin. I'm William Hughes.
And I'm Taylor Lewis, and we want to invite you to our new location down on West 7th Street here in Joplin.
Check out our inventory online or visit us at West 7th.
.6:11 left to go in the second period. The Bears just scored again. A great run down the field. Good connections, and Griffith connects with the Dark Knight again. Danny Knighton scores 14-6. Somebody needs to tell the scoreboard operator to put up another 7 points for OKC.
I think they just don't want to put them points up.
We got it up on ours now, so that's what counts, at least on our end.
Yeah, we're prepared. Goody ready to kick it off from the 35. They'll probably keep it away from Taylor one more again.
Kick is up. It is the boot. Das Boot.
Got a wall set up to the left side.
Ooh, ouch.
He took that inside step. He might have got about 10, 15 more yards, but it looks like he's going to get that off a penalty.
Yeah, he got clotheslined on that play. We'll see that again on the replay. He's kind of looking for the outside and gets whoop. Right back down you go. So the flag is waved off. Legal hit. He did not horse collar him. He just drug him down by his throat. WWE style here on the Southern Sports Network. Joplin needs to throw in a ball. 6:08 left to go. As the fans are trying to call for the scoreboard to be correct on their end.
Yeah, Joplin doesn't want to change that scoreboard. They're going to keep it 7-6 as long as they can.
Well, we got it up on ours. Today's game is brought to you in part by Grind Hard Performance. Grindhard Performance, some of the best in the business in uniform, supply apparel, and jerseys. An American company out of Indianapolis, actually. They supplied us this year, and just great material, great manufacturing, at affordable prices. Check them out at Grindhard. So we're back and ready and set. 4 wide again. Johnson in the backfield.
Samples on his right side. Motion. We got a trick play. By the backup quarterback. Gets the pass off, breaks the tackle.
Sweet move right there.
Not what you want out of a trick play, but positive yards is always good yards.
Yes, it is. Let's take another look at that. I like these little trick gadget plays, you know, just throw it off. Just wait for the right time to come in. First down. Whatever it takes to get you down the field.
Daquan Johnson on the pass.
So it's a Johnson to Johnson pass. Another inside run. This time the Bears have got it all gobbled up.
Still kind of seems like that exchange is a little bit tough. I think it's the height difference.
I think so.
Because it seems like it's ended up on his shoulder a lot.
So apparently he didn't get first down yardage. It is now 3rd down.
And about 6.
Yeah, this is a long 6 right there. .527 to go. 4 wide. Johnson in the back. Sample with the protection. Johnson's going to fire up the middle. He's got a man, and he's got a first down.
And that's a completion to number 1, Jordan Smith for Crusaders. First down.
Nice extension right there. Smooth pass. That's exactly what you want. Johnson now is starting to get into his own.
Seemed like his throwing motion was a lot better on that play.
Much better.
I think his nerves are starting to calm down. A little bitty short pass like that can always get a quarterback going.
So 4 wide again. Tight on the bottom. Got a man in motion. He's going to call his own number.
Middle. He gets a block by Terrell Johnson. Takes it down to about the 19-yard line for the 6'8 quarterback.
What a move. We get to see that again. So he just calls his own number. To get some crucial blocks to the outside. Follows his blockers smartly.
I'm going to call that man Lil Rico, looking like Rico Watkins.
Oh, the legend himself. Rico, man, he frustrated so many defenders.
Oh, man.
I mean, it was a man upon boys.
It was fun to watch. It's crazy because I don't know what connection was better. Nui to Elliott or him to Elliott.
Oh, that's tough. Ball comes
again,
out.
Ball, quarterback to running back exchange again.
Who gets it back? Who gets it? They're going to sort this one out. This will be a drive killer. Okay.
And Joplin gets it back.
Woo! Boy, that was really slim pickings right there. Let's see that again. Is that
they really need to do something in practice on this quarterback to running back exchange.
It's almost like Johnson was holding on to the ball a little bit too long.
Yeah, it could be very costly. It was almost costly right there.
It almost looked like a broken RPO.
Yeah.
I don't know. That Nui to Elliott connection is just, I don't know. That's something you don't see in semi-pro very often.
Those guys were the elite. We call them minor league. Oklahoma Thunder were minor league, definitely.
Another run up the middle.
Slippery run by
Sample.
Mr. Sample again, giving him a sample of exactly what he can do.
And let's give you another sample of what he can do on the inside. The A gap broke out and gets to about the 10-yard line. And that's where they're going to spot it. 1st and 10 at the 10 in the red zone. .311 left to go coming up. Johnson's got 4 wide. Sample's going to take the – no.
This time he keeps it and he swarmed. Better be careful sticking that ball out like that.
Might pick up a yard, maybe 2 on the play. As we get ready for halftime, we'll have some more scores coming up for you. We'll take a break at halftime. We'll get some scores and get everything ready to go. We'll talk about this game, too, when we come back to it. Get ready for the third quarter. In the meantime, we're going to go on downstairs and maybe sample some of that Little Caesars pizza.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Pizza. Or actually, it's not pizza. It's pizza, believe it or not.
Sam said all announcers eat free.
Hey, we got to love it for that. 4 wide again. Johnson going to play action to sample. He's looking for somebody inside. He's not going to find it. Going to bounce to the out again. He's going to come back
Dangerous
around.
pass across his body. He got lucky on that one.
That's going to be taken at the 4.
I want to laugh. I don't know what he was trying to do. He's 6'8", trying to hide, ducking down. That's not going to happen, buddy. Great effort, but you're not hiding from nobody.
That was a very dangerous pass. That's one thing they tell you not to do. Don't throw across your body. I'm going to take a quick timeout. Timeout, Crusaders.
I believe it may be the 2-minute warning. Clock operator hadn't quite stopped yet, so they're having a little problem over there.
There we go. We're going to have to reset the clock to 2 minutes for the 2-minute warning. Thank you for that. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Pretzel crust from Little Caesars is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, until now. Because stuffed pretzel crust is even greater. That's right, we took that delicious pretzel crust with cheddar cheese sauce and stuffed it. Look at all that melted mozzarella greatness. Stuffed crust and pretzel crust, 2 fan favorites in one pizza. Oh yeah, we stuffed that GOAT. Large stuffed pretzel crust from Little Caesars, just $9.99 for a limited time.
Pizza.
Welcome back. We're at 2-minute warning. Coming back from the 2-minute warning. Crusaders are driving. They're at the 4-yard line. 3rd down. They have 2 opportunities to put this one into the end zone.
And I don't think they got a kicker, so it's definitely 4-down territory.
Absolutely right. 4 wide again. Johnson in the backfield. Sample right next to him. He's going to put a man in motion. He's going to try the outside sweep.
Nothing can ever go wrong putting the ball in that man's hands.
Touchdown.
Taylor, touchdown.
Let's see that one again. Puts Taylor in motion. Good blocking to the inside and to the outside, and all he has to do is just make it there. Now they're going to have to go for 2 points to tie this up. We could be looking at a tie ball game before halftime.
This is going to be a good one. I'm surprised that's the only time we've seen that man touch the ball. They've thrown to him 2 other times that were off key, but I mean, dynamic as he is, I'd find a way to get the ball in his hand as many times as possible.
That's one of them right there. 4 wide again.
Empty backfield.
Johnson's looking. He almost stumbles.
Stumbles again. Stays on his feet. Look at this man. Stays on his feet. Throws the ball.
He got it.
2-point conversion is good. You know what, Chris? That second stumble, I was like, yeah, he got this. It always happens that way.
And your score is 14-14. Let's take another look at that. That was just all over the place. He almost stumbles first, gets back up. The ball almost hits the ground, but he saves it. Almost stumbles a second time, almost gets taken out, thrown across his body. That's twice now he's thrown across his body and is able to get 2 points. And our score right now, 14-14 with $1:43 left to go before halftime. Does it get more exciting than this? I think it does. I think the second half is going to be even more exciting. Sun's going to be setting. Things going to be cooling off. Guys are going to be hitting harder. So stick around for the second half. But we still got a $1:43 left to go. We're trying to get some more scores for you going into halftime.
Kind of cooling off here at Fred G. Stadium while the game's heating up. But we all know this kickoff can change everything with the Dark Knight. Once again, smartly kicked out of bounds. Gonna start at the 35.
All right, so 1:43 left to go. Can the Bears put together a quick drive and get points on the board? All they have to do is get within to the 20-yard line, 25-yard line. You'll be in Goody's territory to put up another 3 points to extend the lead going into halftime.
Yeah, this is where Garrett Griffith is really dangerous, though. A little bit of hurry up.
Definitely going to have to jam the receivers. And it's all about timing. If you disrupt Garrett's timing, you can throw him off and you can actually make good things happen for your defense.
You got 5 wide with Moe, Knight, and Thomas and trips. Good ball to Moe. Pulls
Down
up at the 50-yard line.
Smart move.
Clock's running. Actually, clock stopped while they set the chains. 1:35 left in the first half.
Now the clock is running.
See if there's any more Garrett magic to be had. Quick out. Once again, pass a little bit low.
He does get it, and the ball stays inbounds.
Clock continues running. Couple more nice passes, and they're in Goody range. A little confusion on the Joplin defensive side.
You can't have that. You can't have any confusion right now if you're trying to defend.
Good block by Monte Thomas. Garrett Griffith still under a little bit of pressure. Reached out. Did he have enough for the first down?
I think he's short. They're going to mark him about a yard short, and that ball and that clock is still rolling.
And the Bears are going to get a timeout.
That's their last timeout. So, 39.9 seconds. That .1 means a lot. It does. Especially trying to drive down the field, and they have no more timeouts. They were trying to save their timeouts so that way they can get it for Goody, but Bears have 0 timeouts. Joplin still has 2. But with 39.9 seconds left to go, it's really going to be up to trying to guard against these wide receivers. And you're going to see probably a lot of crossing routes, I would imagine. Sam Sturgis trying to get his crew together, get them on point.
Most teams right here would be, preparing to go deep, preparing for a big play, but, the Bears don't have to do that. Like, once again, they got a kicker.
Yes, they do.
It's a luxury. So, like you said, crossing routes, they really should concentrate on the outside, but, they got enough time to get up and run 2 or 3 plays.
So 3rd down and about a yard. Griffith is back. He's going to hand the ball off to the inside. They're going to stop him.
Hand off to Monte Thomas, just short of the first down.
And they're not going to stop the clock. They got 30 seconds. It's 4th down, so the defense, if they can hold this together, might have a turnover.
Not sure if they're going to run a play.
Well, they do have to run a play, don't they? It's on the 25-second clock, not a 40.
Expect a go ball here to DK. Anything can happen. He's matched up against White Chocolate, number 17, the man from Prescott. DK across the middle. Monte Thomas wide open. Can he make a play? Shakes him. Touchdown, Bears! Monte Thomas, the fastest man in Arkansas.
How did they miss him?
Concentrating on DK.
And here's the replay again. Wide open. Nobody there. Does not step out. Poor tackling on the outside. 20-14 is your score right now. The time has expired, but they do get a point after try setup. So an opportunity to extend by 7. That
like
was,
I said,
wow.
That's Garrett Griffith time. It's a bad man.
Some poor tackling to the outside. If he would have tackled him, that would have been it going into halftime. But now.
Poor tackling. The young man, don't feel bad. That man is fast.
David Goodson back to kick. Ball snapped down. Ball is up, and it is good. So going into the halftime, your score, the Bears 21, Crusaders 14. We'll be back after halftime. Stick with us. You're watching Semi-Pro Saturday on the Southern Sports Network.
Are you looking for a pre-owned car or a great repair shop? Well, come on down to Dealer Direct Supply in Joplin. I'm William Hughes.
And I'm Taylor Lewis, and we want to invite you to our new location down on West 7th Street here in Joplin.
Check out our inventory online or visit us at West 7th.
Nestled in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas, the Little Brick Inn stands as a testament to local charm and genuine hospitality. As a locally owned establishment, we take pride in offering a unique and cozy retreat for our guests. To reserve your room, visit littlebrickinn.com.
Pretzel crust from Little Caesars is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, until now. Because stuffed pretzel crust is even greater. That's right, we took that delicious pretzel crust with cheddar cheese sauce and stuffed it. Look at all that melted mozzarella greatness. Stuffed crust and pretzel crust, 2 fan favorites in one pizza. Oh yeah, we stuffed that GOAT. Large stuffed pretzel crust from Little Caesars, just $9.99 for a limited time.
Pizza, pizza. listen to.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Todd's Coffee Roastery, creating flavors for the most sophisticated palates to the everyday coffee drinker. Contact Todd's Coffee Roastery at toddscoffee.com and use promo code SSN25 to receive a 25% off discount on your order.
For the taste of friends, family, and backyard barbecues, Bentonville Brewing Company. Family owned, family operated, family friendly. Pick up a 6-pack of your favorite IPA, porter, sours, or any one of the delicious flavors Bentonville Brewing has to offer. Or enjoy a cold one on tap at your favorite restaurant. Bentonville Brewing Company. Quality. Consistency. Assume your natural state. Bentonville Brewing Company, Bentonville, Arkansas.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future. Welcome back. Welcome back as we're ready for the third quarter. And boy, I about lost all my wind. Trying to run up the stairs, lost track of time. And here we are. Third quarter, 14-21. Man, what a first half it was. Came down to the last few seconds. Bears extend the lead by 7. What do you think of the game so far, Marcus?
It's been the game we expected. I mean, a little bit sloppier than we expected, but, close matchup. Going to come down to the end, I think, unless we get a few turnovers here.
Well, the Crusaders get the ball to start the third quarter. That could be taken at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Crusaders.
Completely unlike Goody to kick a ball out of bounds unless that was intentional.
You know, that's a good one. I have no clue.
It's going to be first down from the Joplin 35. Talked of a QB switch, but it looks like they're going to stick with Johnson. Seemed to settle down a little bit more as the game went along.
Motion. Johnson's going to hand it off.
Trick play again.
This ball is intercepted
by Spencer Howard. He steps out of bounds. We got a flag in the backfield.
We're going to see that again.
I believe it was.
We'll find out what this play call is, but look at this. Just
by the body language, I'm thinking it's against Joplin. We just spoke on turnovers. It'll stay a close game unless somebody starts to turn over the ball. Not quite understanding that the concept of going for a trick play twice. But hey, I'm not on the field.
Penalties declined. 1st and 10 for the Bears.
And they're already in Goody range.
They could open up the game. They can convert. They're in the red zone now, so, man, what a turn of events in the last 1 minute.
Got 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, almost the 19. Got Flash in the backfield, Monte. Hand off to Monte. Gets hit in the backfield for no gain, maybe a loss of 1, but we got a flag on the play.
Another flag. This flag is brought to you by Six Flags. More flags, more fun. Six Flags.
If you're going to stop Monte Thomas, that's where you got to stop him in the backfield, because if that young man gets a crease, he's out of there.
So 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, I should say. 1st and 20.
Right.
Griffin is dropping back. He's got a man open. And I don't know if they're going to call that one.
Yeah, he got 1 foot down but couldn't quite drag the last one. Great effort.
It is definitely the 10 toes challenge in this league.
I think he only got 8.
Missed it by 2. Second down and 20. Just out of the reach of David Goodson. So Griffith is back.
I don't know. I think he can make it from there. Depends on the wind.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a headwind right now.
Another out route. Oh. A little bit of OPI right there, but also dangerous pass.
Mm-hmm.
Mo was blocking instead of looking for the ball.
So third down and 20. And if Joplin can hold him right here, you think they go for it, or you think they're going to try for a field goal?
Oh, you're in Goody's range. Not quite how you wanted this drive to go after a big turnover like that, but you're definitely in Goody's range. Especially if they stay on his hash, because I've seen a few kicks. He was perfect as usual, but his only misses were off to the right.
All right. Well, Griffin's got 4 wide, sends a man in motion for trips to the top. He's looking for something underneath. He's going to get pulled back. I don't see a collar. That is a sack. No horse collar on the play.
And that man, Joe Grits, said, block me low again. I'm coming, I'm coming. Sacked by Joe Grits.
And there it is, the Grits.
And
the Gridiron Grits. That's what we're going to call it.
Now, they're out of Goody's range.
Yeah, you're definitely out of Goody's range. Be advisable to kind of have a pooch punt, but it looks like they're not going to bring out. Well, there he is. Correct my speech here.
Look for Goody to show his skills and put this inside the 10.
Griffith is kind of going up to the top of the screen. Going to make a substitution. They got to watch the clock. They're getting close to it.
And they did a Tom Brady. They reset the play clock.
Did they also give a flat ball?
It might be.
High punt. It's going to be fielded. It looked like it was going to be fielded.
Make
they
me
let
right.
it go.
Make me right. And yeah, I'm right. It's like the 9.8 yard line.
9.8. So first and 10 now. Second drive for the Crusaders, which ended abruptly on a trick play. Ball underthrown and intercepted. Almost scored 6 points if he had gotten one more block. But now the Crusaders have a chance to tie it up. We need to get some more score updates. Marcus London diligently working to find out all these final scores and scores going on throughout the game day. We're really interested in the Gators and Hawks game. That one is really turning to be a barn burner. More exciting football.
Last I seen on that one, score was Gators 25 coming storming back.
Ooh.
And
what were
Hawks
the Hawks?
19.
25-19.
25-18, my bad.
Still within range.
Slow developing plays, stopped in the backfield by Bobby Boucher, Waterboy Austin Jones. And the score currently in the Gators game, Gators flexing their muscles, 31-18 up over the Oklahoma Hawks.
Ooh.
That's a 25-point run.
Man.
I say somebody got cussed out at halftime.
I bet they did.
Run by Johnson, swarmed under by a bunch of black shirts.
Nothing doing.
.6:30 left in the game for the Gators and the Hawks. Got to play a full game. Seems like the Hawks played a great first half and came out struggling.
Yes. Johnson's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's got to find somebody down the field.
Actually, I believe that's a different Johnson in there.
And that ball is it caught, but it's
just short of the first
short,
down.
So fourth down.
They've got Daquan Johnson back there at quarterback right now.
Really?
Yes, which gives them a lot more options in the playbook, but also takes away the fact that he's the main one guarding Daniel Knight.
Well, they're going to take a quick timeout and talk about this. I think they might go for it. I think they're definitely setting up and posturing for this one because they definitely need to control the ball. Do you go for it now in this scenario?
I'd definitely go for it. I'm about as hesitant as going for it as I am about eating this cold hot dog. So.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, concessions kind of a point of contention right now. Cold hot dogs.
Not Sam's fault. Not Sam's fault.
No.
The lady forgot to turn the oven on.
Yeah, I got some electrical issues. I wonder if they'll trade us out, if they get the heat going on.
Players wise.
They're trying. All right, we are getting ready. Get this game going again. Stoppage of play. 4 wide. They are definitely going for it. I bet you they do that inside run. They're trying to drive blitz.
And Daquan Johnson takes off and picks up the first.
1st and 10.
Easy play for an athlete like that young man. That young man, he can play pretty much any position. I mean, if you asked him to play line, he'd probably do it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, he's one that's really fun to watch. Play wide receiver, quarterback, corner, safety.
Does it all.
Yes.
He's a Swiss Army knife.
Looking for something out of this 0-on-0 matchup between Taylor and the great Spencer Howard. Pistol formation. They're running downhill. We got a big run. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50. Great touchdown saving tackle.
What a great run. Let's take another look at that one again. The offensive line doing its job, getting in some big holes. You could drive a Mack truck through that, and then it's all speed. The wheels are turning round and round. 1st down and 10. Ball's at the 40-yard line, the far hash, otherwise known as the 5 hash. And we're starting to get a little bit of a sunset. We're getting some cotton candy clouds above us.
Yeah, boy.
Lights are coming on. Fixing to have some nighttime football here soon. Bears are up by 7, but don't hold your breath too long. Another great run right there. Not enough for a 1st down. About 3 yards shy, maybe 4.
Looks like Joplin's really starting to control the line of scrimmage.
Yes, the fans are loving it right now.
That run by number 14, Kevin Pinson. Excuse me. Jacob Bruce. My bad, Bruce.
Bruce.
My bad, Bruce.
Oh.
Great run, Bruce.
Jacob the Bruce.
Shouldn't have had that popcorn.
All right.
This man is electric on the field anywhere you put him.
Got a
But
little
he went the wrong way.
off there. Trying to find a man
pass.
open. Did he get it? He got it.
Got away with a little bit of lineman down the field right there, but good pass nonetheless.
Let's see that one again. beautifully passed. I mean, great patience on the outside pocket just to find his man open.
Nothing against Mr. Johnson, the earlier quarterback, but it seems like the offense is clicking a little bit better under
the other Johnson.
DeQuan Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson for your quarterbacks. Not just a pharmaceutical company. All right. Let's get back to action. Johnson now is going to look, trying to find, is in the pocket. He's got a man open, and he's going to get the flag.
Question is it going to be holding or pass interference?
My money's on DPI, because that happened a little bit later.
Kevin Cox not happy with that call.
No, I don't expect him to be happy with that call.
He says it's over his head. It wasn't catchable.
Well, the only reason why it wasn't catchable is because he got thrown off 2-3 steps because of that DPI.
And it looks like you are correct. It is going to be DPI.
I'm not only just a broadcaster, I'm a former official. It kind of helps out, you know? So, with that, 1st and 10, and deep in the red zone, the Crusaders have a chance to tie this game up. Let's see what Johnson and Bruce has to say. Bruce is going to be brought back in the backfield, and we got another flag on the play.
Tackle brought down by Devin Colbert.
Is that a face mask? Or are they calling a hold? I can't tell.
I believe it's a face mask.
Holding against the Crusaders, and that's what the call is. So back them up. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. We'll replay the down.
Shooting themselves in the foot. Great defensive play by the Bears.
At the speed and the timing that tackle was made, and we saw the flags, usually that's in the ball field of a face mask. However, this time it wasn't. Officials are doing a pretty darn good job, I say, today. There haven't been any really questionable calls out there.
Yeah, there was some skepticism because this is the same crew from Grove, and little flag town in that game, but they've done a really good job this ball game.
Yeah, they're controlling everything pretty nicely, not trying to make themselves part of the game, just officiating.
Got 1st and goal, busted play. Everybody and their mama in the backfield.
And that one is going in the wrong direction. Now we're back at the 35-yard line. So the line to gain is the touchdown. So we're at 2nd is what they got on the box. It should be 3rd down. So 3rd down, the ball is placed at the 25, correction.
Best bet is to single up Taylor and throw a jump ball.
Yeah. We'll bring him on a post corner. You know, if you got that kind of time, he's got the speed, he's got the cuts. Let's see what they got.
Drops back.
He's got to watch out. Man underneath.
Gets it to that man. He's at the 10. Steps out at the 8-yard line. Well, I wouldn't say steps out. He trucks out.
He was nudged.
That man just ran over a linebacker. The wide receiver.
Here, look at here.
Ran over.
He just said, whoop, see ya, good night. And I'll just go ahead and take that there. Thank you. Ball is placed at the 7-yard line. So it's 3rd and goal is what they're calling it on the box because of the first foul.
Going to go 3rd and goal. Big play here. You got 2 shots at this.
Love me 2 times. Uh-oh.
Bad snap. He makes an athletic play. He's got time. He could get in that end zone if he runs. Touchdown, Crusaders.
I got to see that again. Magic wheels. Look at this. He almost fumbles the ball, picks it back up. The ball is fumbled. He just calls his own number and says, nobody's down the field, just power upon power. He beat 3 bodies to make that touchdown, and we are 1 point away. And we got a score update. Gators are up 31-24 with 5:14 left in the game.
And Gators are playing without their star quarterback, Sam Johnson. We'll get an injury update as soon as possible. Another bad snap. Can he make another athletic play? The ball bounces around. Up, whoop. He throws the ball. There's a man open. Oh, he couldn't hold on to it.
Wow.
Get that man some water. That man's tired.
What's tiring is trying to keep the camera going. As you can see, he lost the ball twice. Throws it up, almost has it, and you got yourself a 1-point ball game. Where else can you see this type of football other than here on Semi-Pro Saturday?
Man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
5:37 left to go, and if they had a kicker, if Joplin had a kicker, I don't think they would have half the problems that they do. With the point after tries. I mean, it's just tough.
And that's strange. With as much talent as Sam seeks out and finds, like that man can find talent under the rock. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's just amazing he hasn't found a kicker.
I mean, I did tell him that my son Eli.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, you suited him up. He could have.
And he was mad at me. I didn't put him in the game.
He was really mad. He was mad.
He did not understand it at all.
No.
That was a really great moment. That was cool.
You know what's sad, though? What's sad is that my son, he could kick 35 yards.
Yeah.
We've kicked 40 to 41 before, right, with a nice tailwind. He got on the 6th grade team. Didn't get one opportunity to kick. Not one. Even after, I had words with the coach. The coach was afraid that my son was going to get hurt. I'm like, why? Well, our offensive line can't hold. I'm like, just get the ball down. That's it. That's all you need. He just needs 2 seconds. That's it.
1 second to kick.
2 seconds. But oh well. I mean, it is what it is. Back to this game. 1-point game. Bears are still up on top.
1-point game can change real quick if you don't kick that ball out of bounds again. And they said, I don't care about my kicking net average. I'm kicking.
They're playing it smart.
Yes.
Because Danny, he's frustrated. He's like, I'm not going to get the ball. I can't make a big highlight reel.
I told him, I said, Sam's not going to kick to you. I said, you understand that, right?
Yeah. You know what he should do, though, is just change his position. And just kind of do the side thing. You can't see the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Just go off to the side.
– 21-20 ball game, 5:35 left in the third quarter.
You know what else? I mean, this is semi-pro. I mean, it's not ethical. You could change a jersey number for a player.
Nobody would know.
Nobody would know.
Nobody would know.
Because it's only semi-pro.
Although the Dark Knight, he's noticeable.
He kind of is. All right, here we go. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Griffith is going to hand it off. Going to bounce to the outside. Terrell Buchanan is going to pick up about a yard, maybe 2. Looks like they're going to place him about just 1 yard, though.
Nice pursuit by the Crusaders.
Terrell's a good guy. I like Terrell a lot.
Man, I remember I used to play for the Tulsa Stampede. His father played for the McAllister Bulls.
Is that right?
About 6'3", 2, rock solid, man.
Man.
We could not stop him for nothing, and I promise you. He played D-line sometimes.
Yeah.
I wasn't finna let that boy hit me. You threw the ball away. You a punt. Nope. I'm smart.
Oh.
And
here we go.
You would think they would have wanted to take a deep shot right there where they got the offense to jump.
Yep. Well, they got the defense to jump in, and that's going to be in the neutral zone. Back in those days, I mean, it was quite a fun time. I had some really interesting times because there was a place that is no longer involved in semi-pro at all, and that's down in Lawton. Those Lawton Rebels.
Yes.
or the Southwest Oklahoma Rebels sometimes is what they went by. They had a lot of speed. They had a lot of good tackling too. But
that was actually my first ever semi-pro game against a Lawton team, and they were all
gassed, man. Whew.
Officers. They were in the Army down there. I caught 3 touchdowns my first ever game.
Wow. Trip to the bottom of your screen again.
At the Boys and Girls Club.
And guess what? We just kept that graphic up for a reason because there's another flag. This time it's going against the Bears. Sloppy play here in the third quarter, late in the third. And this is going to back it up. Back it up, Terry. Back it up. So it looks like the Gators might hold on to win that one in a close contest. And good job for the Hawks. I mean, they really have improved over the past couple weeks.
I really wish there was a way they could squeeze into the playoffs, man. They might shock somebody.
Griffith's being flushed out of the pocket, being chased. He's going to call his own number, pick up a couple of more yards.
Picked up about 5 yards. Great way to be elusive there, Garrett Griffith.
So it looks like it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Ball at the 45, 55 if you're Canadian. Clock continues to run. They finally stopped it. So they're going to be resetting it to 3:55. And they got it set. And we're ready to play. So 3rd down and 5. What kind of call do you make here, Marcus?
3rd down and 5. I mean, they've been hitting the outs, and hitches have been wide open, so.
Griffiths is looking. He's going to fire to the outside. Picks up Maul. He's going to get that 1st down and then some at the 45-yard line. On the other 55, 1st and 10. Continuity has been kind of the key here for this drive on the Bears.
It's kind of always been an Achilles of Joplin's defense. Is outs and comeback routes have always been open. Monte Thomas in the backfield.
Buchanan with the carry to bounce out. He's trying to find space in the open. He does. He picks up the 1st down. Ball be placed at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears.
If he doesn't lose his feet right there, Thomas is gone on that one.
Correction, Thomas on that carry. I think I'm getting blind as a bat these days. I'm going to have to check into some glasses. It's hard for me to see these.
Yes.
So Thomas in the backfield. Griffith in the back is going to hand it off to Thomas again. Thomas looking for inside. Does not find anything.
Makes a little something out of nothing.
Might have picked up a yard on the play. Final score. I got a final for you. The Panthers hold on 20-14 over the Falcons and go on being undefeated.
That's a shocker. I wouldn't say a shocker, man. I called it early on preseason when I seen some of the signings for the Panthers O-line and D-line. I just kind of knew. White Chocolate with the interception. Number 17, Trey Rucker.
Let's see that again. Griffith is back again.
It's a not so smart penalty by handing the ball to Garrett Griffith, and he also might regret doing something like that at the end of the game because Garrett Griffith can hurt you in a close game, especially when you piss him off.
So gets the interception, makes a personal foul. They do retain possession, though. The foul happened after the play.
It's probably Garrett's ball. All he was doing is giving him the ball back.
Well, I don't think the officials saw it that way, unfortunately. But, first and 10 for the Crusaders now. If they can replicate what they did on their last drive, they take the lead for the first time in the game. With an opportunity here, they just got to keep their heads in the game. What a great job, though, Jimmy Ross has done with the Panthers, turning that program around from a club that was barely 500 to now might be the second, because we're going to find out at the end of this game who's staying undefeated. There'll only be two more teams.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, they got some athletes, but they are built in the trenches.
Another run on the inside.
Another broken tackle in the backfield.
That's close to the first down. It depends on where they spot him. Looks like it's going to be shy about a yard, maybe half a yard.
Jacob Bruce checking in the game as Mr. Sample limps out. Hope it's just something minor.
Cramps will happen. I mean, it's been really humid out lately with this heat and everything. It's easy.
They're doing some wishful thinking here at Fred Hughes Stadium. The scoreboard says Joplin 28, OKC 21, but it's actually 2021. Pass over the middle.
Almost intercepted. And we got another flag on the play.
By number 90, Lamontier Powell. I don't think that ball was intended for him.
Stop the clock. All right. Crowd's getting a little antsy.
Yeah, the crowd, they are really angry about that clock. But guess what? They never want to run it, do they?
That's going against the Crusaders, and it's going to back them up even more. So it's going to be third down, illegal man downfield is the call. It's what it looked like here. My eyes are just going. All these allergies are making it really hard for me to see. So 4 wide. The other Johnson in the backfield. Looking and thinking, but he's going to take it with his own steam. And he should pick up the first down. I think he stepped out, and he did.
Great decision.
At the 21. So 1st and 10 by the other Johnson.
Great decision on that play.
So pardon us with the late graphic for the flag. We're working with the Stickeleton crew today. It's really only me and Marcus London up here today. So we're pulling double and triple duties. So if you see something a little bit wrong, text me if you got my number. And if you don't, well, just wave your hands.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Joplin 20, Bears 21. 1st and 10.
Flag on the play again. This is screen that's set up, but nobody knew about it except for Johnson. Let's see what this penalty's about. That's going against the Bears, offsides. So give them a free 5 yards on a broken play that could have been picked off too.
Yeah, that was close to being picked off. Miscommunication between the quarterback and the running back.
That would have been a Mick pick 6.
Yes.
Get yourself some 6 chicken nuggets.
That was on Mr. Spencer Howard's sideline, and he's taking that to the house.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with Spencer. He is fast. He reminds me of Vincent Penny fast, that kind of speed.
Yes. I almost died chasing Vincent Penny one day on a kickoff.
Yeah. Another flag on the play, another stoppage. And we got some more, some extracurricular activities.
If that's on Colbert, that's his second personal foul.
And there's another flag.
Out of the ball game.
And so now,
that's not what we want to see. We want to see these young men stay in and play ball.
And that was, he said something, probably a big no-no.
Yeah.
Maybe a mama joke. I don't know.
Looking at multiple flags on this play, I'm wondering if one of them's on the Bears and looks like two of them may be on the
I don't know.
Bears and one on Joplin.
Yeah, they're going to have to sort this out and figure out who's doing what. We might have an ejection. It's possible, especially if you say something colorful. A colorful metaphor is what we like to call them to the referee.
Right here is the point where the Bears, stay together. Don't let an ejection, cause any disruption. Just stay focused and continue playing this game.
Waiting for the calls. Almost. I thought we were ready. He looks like he's almost ready. There we go. False start against the offense. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bears.
And he's still walking. There he goes.
And no, I don't see any ejection yet. So he looks like he's still in the ball game.
Everybody seems to be safe.
So now he's going to give an explanation. Head coach Kevin Cox. Cox is going to give him an explanation of what he thinks. And in about 5 minutes, we might come back to play.
I hope so. Going to bring up an automatic first down for the Joplin Crusaders whenever we do get back to action. If anybody got the update on that Columbia Vipers Arkansas Warcat score, drop it in the comments.
Please do, because we haven't heard anything about them all day long. And I gave it to the Warcats by 3 because I don't know how the Vipers are going to travel. And the Warcats, they're having some struggles this year, but they seem to do a little bit better at home with a formidable opponent.
Yeah.
Unlike the Falcons was kind of a fluke, I think.
My cousin's baby daddy's sister brother told me they was ready today, though.
Well, that is definitely informative right there. All right, so getting the explanation of what's going on, let's put the flags back in and get back to the ball game. Should start playing the Jeopardy theme song now.
And we've got a score, 14-0. Warcats win. Vipers forfeit in the fourth quarter.
Holy cow.
It's going to be a close race to that last little playoff spot.
Yeah. Shooting for number 4. It's just like the movie Semi-Pro.
And it seems the reason for the forfeit was the Vipers only showed up with 11 players.
See, that's tough right there. When you travel light, it's one thing, but it's like we took a timeout.
A win's a win. Don't take it from you, my friend. Good job, Warcats. Good job, Warcats. Keeps you in the playoff hunt.
Well, Joplin took a timeout, so we got 2 timeouts left for both of these teams. 30 seconds left to go. In the third quarter, they're playing like it's the fourth quarter. All right, so tomorrow night, back in action in basketball, the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Indiana Pacers. Who do you like in that second game, Marcus?
I think OKC is going to pull out the second game. I think it's going to be a back and forth series. They cannot let the Pacers take this one. They just can't.
No, not at home, for sure.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, they don't want to go to Indiana. Zoom, zoom.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've seen some fire out of OKC whenever they look down. Remember, because in Game 3, they lost by 30 points. 30 points and came back and won the series. So I think they got plenty of fire in them. I think they'll make the adjustment.
But that's one thing about what you call the Pacers. You cannot relax.
That ball is caught.
You got to play 48 minutes.
First down for the Crusaders.
Once again, great job by Daquan Johnson buying time and knowing exactly where he is on the field. He came very close to going over the line of scrimmage, but being the athlete and leader that he is, he once again makes a great play.
And that's what you're going to need to get this drive As we got 2 seconds till we get to the fourth quarter.
And the horn sounds. Throw up the floor. This fourth quarter, baby.
And we'll be right back right after these messages.
Pretzel crust from Little Caesars is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, until now. Because stuffed pretzel crust is even greater. That's right, we took that delicious pretzel crust with cheddar cheese sauce and stuffed it. Look at all that melted mozzarella greatness. Stuffed crust and pretzel crust, 2 fan favorites in one pizza. Oh yeah, we stuffed that GOAT. Large stuffed pretzel crust from Little Caesars, just $9.99 for a limited time. Pizza.
Welcome back, folks. We're in the fourth quarter. 1-point ball game right now. In a heavyweight match between OKC and Joplin, vying for first place in the Great Plains Conference of the Central Midwest Football League. I'm your host, Chris Dotson, joined in the booth, the legend himself, Marcus London. And what an exciting game. It's been big plays, sloppiness.
Yes.
Big plays, penalties.
Yes.
Big plays, sloppiness, penalties. But Joplin now has a chance to take the lead as they're trying to get into Bear territory. We got one more quarter to decide this one. Who's going to reign supremacy in the Great Plains? And we already know in the Gateway, that belongs to the Kansas City Panthers as they defeated the Falcons today.
And like you said, in a way that's a shocker, but in a way that's not a shocker. You know, the Panthers are built to win, but the Falcons, you know, they got some athletes over there. And, you know, they're a really good team. I've seen them play with the quarterback and without a quarterback. Either way, they're good.
And another good run right there by the Crusaders. Take another look at that. And that's coming back, unfortunately, because there was a hold on that play. And that would explain why he was able to get as many yards as he did. So it's going to be a loss of 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Hopefully it wasn't at the line of scrimmage because that would put him way back. It looks like the ball is going to be placed at about the 40-yard line. So the hold was a little bit further, 41-yard line. At the 3 hash. So Johnson now back. Going to pick up a few more yards to get that first down. Looks like that's a busted play. He's going to use his wheels. Almost gets it.
A little bit of gator arms on that play. He makes the catch. He's got a chance to make one man miss and go for some big yards, but gator arms.
You got to catch those balls. Now it's going to be third down. At least by my arithmetic it is. But there's another flag on the play. So scratch that. The Crusaders are going in the wrong direction. See, they need to be going westbound. So wagons west, not go east, young man. So there it is again. It was sloppy play, penalty.
Personal foul.
And that's going to back him way back. That sounds like a score update coming for you. We'll get that to you here in just a minute. So trips to the bottom of the screen, and it looks like the Crusaders all the way back to the 25-yard line now. Line to gain is at the 42 of the Bears. So Johnson's back again. He's going to try to find somebody open. Play's trying to develop. He's going to throw a long ball. That ball's way up in the air.
And caught. I was just about to say, third and long is when big plays happen in minor league football. A lot of big plays happen on 3rd and long.
And there he goes again. Johnson just trying to make the play develop. Finds a man. That ball is up there and caught. What an amazing pass and catch. That's what it's going to take for the Joplin Crusaders to win this game. Big plays.
Once again, play great defense for the first 2 downs. Joplin shoots themselves in the foot a few times and still comes up with a big play.
That's magic right there.
That's that crew magic.
Crew magic. Or as Sam Sturgis likes to call it, God's team.
It is 4th quarter.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Again, Johnson's back. Got a man in his face. Rolls out, though, and just steps out of bounds.
That's a case where you want to throw the ball away, but also a situation where, you have an athlete playing quarterback.
Yep. I mean, that's one of those rookie mistakes.
And so far, that's really his only mistake he's made so far, except for a couple errant passes. So you got to give the young man credit.
Yep. That you do. But I think he gives you a better chance of winning the game in his hands, even though he's, green. I still think he's got some wheels about him. He's got an arm, so it gives you that dynamic duo that you're going to need, because they were used to Kendall Holmes being back and having that Kendall Holmes magic. But now Holmes is playing for the Cyclones. Johnson again rolls out, this time to the left. Trying to find a man open. He's not going to find anybody. He's going to get pulled out violently.
Seemed like one leg was still in the...
And it looks like somebody's down.
Yeah, we've got a fan down. Might be a coach, fan.
Yeah, it looks like it was a coach.
Somebody,
right there.
Man.
We're going to have a stoppage of play. That play was ugly. That was uglier than my first marriage. That looks pretty serious, too.
Rather close to the sideline as well. I think he was still in bounds, though.
I think he was. That's one of the coaches, actually.
And he's up.
That's Jay Hancock that went down on that play. Talk about another old Stampede member.
Yeah, we were just talking about that today.
All right, so 3rd down and long. And Jay Hancock's getting back up and walking, limping. Everybody's good. Johnson again is back. He's trying to find a man open. Does, and he finds him. Is he going to get enough for the first down? He does.
Oh, another
Johnson
connection. We got a flag in the backfield again.
The fans do not like this at all.
The ones on the far side of the stadium are ecstatic, though.
Oh, yeah, it looks about, I'm going to guess 10 of them over there. Still didn't get the call in, waiting for it. I'm assuming it's going to be a holding call. Hands to the face, actually. So that's going to back him up even further. 1 step forward and 2 steps back seems to be the tempo. I'm going to take another look at that play because I didn't quite see it. Hands to the face to the inside. That's where it was at. So they got the call correct. Unfortunately, you just got to keep those hands down. But he just slipped it right up underneath the face mask. That's all it takes.
And I just noticed Daniel Knighton on the field at safety.
Johnson's being flushed. He's going to get out at about the 49-yard line.
Nice, smart play.
Now, according to my arithmetic, this should be 4th down.
4th.
Okay, there we go.
In Miami, Oklahoma.
Miami. Fourth down at the 49-yard line, so it looks like they are going to punt this ball, which might be the right thing to do. You don't want to give the Bears short yardage. They should, if they snap this ball now, they would have had a free 5 yards.
Jacob Bruce with the punt. He kicks it to Daniel Knighton. Daniel Knighton takes a return. And there's Crusaders everywhere. Great job by the Crusaders punt team.
Yeah, they have certainly made sure that Danny Knighton's not going to make a big play on him. It's a good special teams play.
2021, 12-11 left in the ball game.
Who's going to reign supreme in the Great Plains Conference going into Week 8? 2 more weeks left here.
Look for the Bears to try to establish Terrell Buchanan here.
It's not a bad option at all. A lot of firepower on both sides of the ball. And we've got a stoppage of play. What's going on downfield here?
I see a flag.
It is waved off. So whatever it is not valid. So play is going to stay where it lands. Who's been the biggest shocker this year? Any team, any situation. Who's been the biggest shocker here in the CMFL this year?
Definitely depends. Like I said, it's not a shocker, but they're the biggest turnaround team. You know, because like I said, I seen them build in preseason. It's a shocker that they're undefeated. I will say that.
Yeah.
It's a shocker that they beat St. Louis. The Cyclones, that is, the Missouri Cyclones. Yeah, definitely them.
So they beat both St. Louis teams this year and are still reigning supreme, 6-0 in the Great Plains, or excuse me, Gateway Division, the CMFL. Griffith's going to hand the ball off. It's going to be on the inside run. Might be picking up maybe 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah.
5-yard play.
Tried the little trick play, Daniel Knighton special though again, and Joplin noticed it at the last second.
Not going to let that play develop. I think this game's going to come down to the last drive.
Most definitely.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Our Twins.
Daniel Knight has the ball. Taken down at the 57-yard line. Or, excuse me, 47-yard line.
Yeah, the Canadians don't even go past 55. It's a nice design slant. 1st and 10 for the Bears.
And the crew quickly corrects that matchup. Daniel Knight will now be matched up against Taylor. Little pressure coming. Free play.
They called that one dead, so the question is, who flinched first? Dead ball encroachment, which means that they crossed the line and touched somebody. And so that way...
Oh, they're going the wrong way.
Penalties are really killing Joplin today.
So many penalties, even the refs are confused right now.
So what they're saying is that on the encroachment, player touched one of the offensive players, which means that they have to rule the play dead, and then 5 yards are awarded as opposed to a free play.
Right here, if you're the Bears, you want to run a little clock and get in the end zone.
So 1st down and 5. And the Bears are looking like they have control. in the fourth quarter as they're going back for a check with me call. And there's the flag for late clock, baby. Delay game.
Give him those 5 yards right back.
Yep. And it was that check with me that stalled that drive or that play. Trying to check the defensive coverage. They got in just a little late. So back to 1st and 10. Ball's at the 47-yard line.
Press coverage on Daniel Knighton.
Bounces it to the outside. He's going to pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play. Good productive run.
Gonna bring
Correction, 4 yards on the play.
Bring up second about 6. Clock running. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
You know, before too long, we're going to have to make a decision where we're going to go to after this whole thing. We got to get something to eat.
Definitely.
Cold hot dogs are not going to do it.
Definitely.
Griffith is back waiting. He's firing. He finds somebody on the outside. They're out of bounds. Incomplete.
Kind of errant pass. I don't know if that was miscommunication.
Whatever it is, it's 3rd down. About 7. 6.5, 7, depending on your spot.
Let's see if they go back to the out routes right here. Although you've definitely got a post over the middle.
Oh, yeah, it's waiting. Griffith is back. He's going to make a quick out. Ball is almost intercepted. That brings up 4th down.
That could have been a big pick.
That could have been. Nice effort, but just a little off.
Going to bring up 4th and about a long 6. Goody in the kick. Back deep, Jacob Bruce. Always dangerous with the ball in his hand.
Everybody getting set. Ready to go for the play. David Goodson back for the punt.
Good snap. He drops it.
Now there's a 4th down fumble rule. They cannot recover a fumble. And that's going to go for the Joplin Crusaders on a bad errant snap. So 1st and 10 for the Crew.
That is a big time play.
That is a huge play. And there's a flag after the play now.
Now this would be a very, very costly flag.
It is a costly flag, depending on who it's against. Because
either way it goes, one backs him up and one puts him in perfect scoring position.
now, I didn't see any Bears over there, but I did see a couple of Crusader players walking. I don't know if something was said. I don't know what was going on. They're having a conference about it right now. I mean, this is pretty on par and average for a semi-pro football game. There's not an abundance of discipline, but they could be calling about that kick, though, that Goodson had on that ball. It hit the ground. He kicked it. I mean, I think that's legal. So they're going to call it an illegal kick. I'm surprised.
Yeah, you don't see that called very often.
So they're going to spot the ball.
So not that, 5 yard, not that costly as we thought.
So at the 31-yard line, they're going to call that one. And they are right, now that I think about it, because we're using NFHS rules as a base with a few modifications. And NFHS rules, if you do that.
And Sam going back with Ryan Johnson at quarterback. Let's see what the young man does.
They're in great field position. It's going to be a sweep to the outside, waiting for some blockers. Not going to get many.
Not much there.
Picks up a couple yards, though.
Great effort by Taylor.
We're placing the ball at about the 31-yard line.
I'd like to see Taylor get a few 50-50 ball opportunities here today.
As we're under 10 minutes now, almost under 9. So if you're on offense right now, if you're calling plays for the crew, what are you calling? What are you trying to get at?
Something over that middle.
Bears showing blitz, and they do inside blitz as well, and that's not going to get them anything. Matter of fact, they're going to lose a couple on the play. It's going to be third down.
Bears defense. Bears defense been in that backfield quite a lot. It's kind of the gap. A lot of their big plays that they've given up on run plays have been missed tackles in the backfield.
Under 9 minutes. Third down and about 10.5 is what they're calling it. Definitely a passing down here.
And I want to say shout out and props to the Columbia Vipers for still traveling with only 11 to 12 people.
Yes.
Still making the game happen. Big props, man.
It didn't quit. Unlike another team that quit in the second quarter.
I think they did.
Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. Ball's in the air, and it is almost intercepted. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Almost intercepted and deflected back into the offensive's hands.
That would have been a sight to see. So that brings up, I believe, fourth down, if I'm not mistaken.
Fourth down, still 21-20 with 8:10 left in the ball game.
Do you go for it?
Definitely.
Okay. What are you calling? Still looking for something in the middle?
Yeah. I call it switch route right here.
Oh, I like that. Confuse the defensive backs. That is a finesse play. That is all about timing.
Going 5 wide.
Johnson's back again. He's got a man open, but he stayed way too late with that play. And that is no good. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
A late flag on an uncatchable ball. It's going to be pass interference on the Oklahoma Bears. Kevin Cox is not going to be happy about this one. He's keeping his calm with his hands behind his arms.
Let's go to the Cox cam real quick. Where is he at? We've got him right there. Let's see. Is he going to throw a chair? No, he's not. He's like, whatever. There's nothing I can do about it.
Little crew magic.
Here we go. Here we go. There's the action now. He's like, all right, I'm going to have a word. I mean, he's going to plead his case.
There's not much pleading. I mean,
it's already done deal.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10. Breathing new life for this Crusaders team in a close game. Can the crew close?
Jerry Smolin on defense.
And there is a blitz, well-timed blitz. He's going to be sacked.
Nice pursuit by the Oklahoma Bears.
Let's see that one again. There's a great, well-timed blitz and pursuit. It's going to back up the Crusaders. The Bears defense are showing that it's not going to make it easy on. They're not going to make it easy on anybody.
Joplin's got to come away with something on this drive. They're wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, they don't have a kicker, so you can rule out a PAT, a field goal, so you're going to have to get points.
They're wasting a lot of time on that clock and going backwards right now. But they've proved time and time again, big plays can happen at any time with the Joplin Crusaders.
4 wide. Johnson to the backfield. Showing signs of blitz again. And that is a flag. It's not a free play because a offender was hit.
Yeah. The crowd obviously does not know the rules because they're very unhappy about that situation.
So it is a dead ball once a player is hit from a defender on an offsides play. This is 101. I did see another flag come out. Let's find out what the call is. Five-yard penalty. So give them more 5. I think that takes them back to the original line of scrimmage. Close to it, about a yard or 2 shy. All right, Johnson again.
He's got the snap.
Ball's in the air.
Pass up. He's got to get that ball up a little bit.
Good
Great play by
play.
the defensive back.
Great defensive play. Let's watch that again.
I believe that's Johnny Randall.
Johnny's still in the game. Back in the Oklahoma City Bulls days. So third down.
There's those 50-50 balls I was talking about, but he's just got to get that up there a little bit.
Yeah, definitely have to. I mean, you can put him on a post corner, or you can kind of make a double move is what you really need to do. Get a little bit of separation so that way Johnson's got just enough time. Get that ball out. Bears showing blitz again. They are. Johnson's pass is up.
Almost
intercepted again. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Kind of telegraphed that pass a little bit.
Yeah. You might have to find something up the middle like you were suggesting earlier. But the Bears are bringing a heavy blitz from the linebacking core.
And it honestly looks, if he would have thrown that ball on point, might have been picked for 6.
So 6:52 left to go in the game. Find out who's going to reign supremacy. And another timeout is made. They're going to take it with them. We'll be right back. Your score, 21-20. You're watching Southern Sports Network. Semi-Pro Saturday. We'll be right back.
Nestled in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas, the Little Brick Inn stands as a testament to local charm and genuine hospitality. As a locally owned establishment, we take pride in offering a unique and cozy retreat for our guests. To reserve your room, visit littlebrickinn.com.
Welcome back, folks. 1-point game. 1 point is all that decides who's going to reign supreme in the Great Plains Conference in the CMFL. Only 2 teams will be undefeated in Week 8. Getting close to the end. Getting ready for playoffs. And this is actually going to be the site of this year's CMFL Championship game here on August the 2nd at Fred G. Hughes Stadium. It's 4th down right now. Joplin has got to make a desperation play. Ball is up in the air. It is intercepted. Looking for some blockers on the inside as he cuts it back up in. Ball comes
loose,
out.
And Joplin recovers.
You could not script that one any better.
I think that was Mr. Zero Taylor on the strip.
Well, let's see it again. As he's running to the inside, you can see it's up, out. Ball comes out. Joplin has new life again. The magic keeps coming in. It keeps pouring here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium.
It can't be stopped.
Johnson with another fresh set of downs is going to hand it off on the inside. Going to bounce it to the outside back in. Not going to get much.
That looked like a painful tackle right there.
He's still down.
That young man is flexible.
I think I'm going to need to see the chiropractor just witnessing that. So second down, is Joplin's going to have to figure something out on offense. They don't have that magical offense, that big play down the field offense like they had earlier.
Yes.
They're looking for something, but the coverage is definitely tightened up. A credit to the Bears defense. But Johnson again back under center. He's going to toss it to the outside. Going to cut back in, trying to find something. It's going to be a loss.
What a play by Jarius Mole. Great tackle.
Big play by Mole. Let's see that one again. Pitch play to the outside, but look at that closing speed.
Once again, Joplin's had a lot of time. I mean, it was not one drive because of the turnover, but it's a lot of time going by on this drive. They've got to come out of here with some points.
You have to.
Or you kind of feel like the Bears are going to be able to run that clock down.
Well, the good news for the Crusaders is that they've had ball control. They've kept the ball out of the Bears' hands.
I think we got a timeout, Bears.
Timeout, Bears. You're right. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Are you looking for a pre-owned car or a great repair shop? Well, come on down to Dealer Direct Supply in Joplin. I'm William Hughes.
And I'm Taylor Lewis, and we want to invite you to our new location down on West 7th Street here in Joplin.
Check out our inventory online or visit us at West 7th.
Late in the fourth quarter, 4:50 left to go. 1 point game still here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium, home of the 2025 CMFL Championship game. It's third down and long. The Joplin Crusaders have eaten up a lot of clock in the fourth quarter to remain in possession of the football. It's just the problem. The Bears defense has kept them from scoring any points in the fourth.
Third down, about 14. Big play right here. Blitz coming. He stands in tall, throws the ball, gets the play off. He somehow corrals that ball in.
Boy, that was lucky.
He's got an injury on the field.
Oh, no, we got our hurt Bear. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Semi-Pro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics, professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
Welcome back. The hurt Bear is off on the sidelines. Everything is good to go. Needed a little bit of help, but he was able to walk it off. Probably just, wind knocked out, cramp, something like that. It's really humid here on the field.
One of the biggest plays of the game. Fourth down and about 8. Going 5 wide.
Johnson's got the ball. They blitz again.
Line holds up. Ball over the middle.
And no flag, so that's going to be a turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for the Bears.
Great coverage by the Bears on the back end right there.
And you got to think now, I mean, we're under 5 minutes to go. Is that the last chance that the Joplin Crusaders are going to have?
It might be.
If this game ends in 1 point.
Joplin's got a great defense.
They do.
So
they do.
You can't rule that out. Let's see who the Bears go with that running back here.
Now, we've seen this last year where the Bears beat Joplin in the regular season, and then Joplin in the playoffs at the last minute again.
93 yards to the house. Mr. West takes it north and south.
West is not here today, so that makes a huge difference for this offense. Several key players are not playing today, and that might be the ball game for the Crusaders.
Yeah, he's in good spirits, though. I talked to him on the sideline. He's ready. He'll be ready for playoffs, and man, that's a dynamic young man.
Crusaders show blitz, and they do. Bounces it out to the outside, picks up a few yards.
That's what you want on the first down when you're trying to run the clock down. Nice little game. Not sure why the clock stopped.
And they're telling him to run it. And they do.
4:11 left.
Second down and about 4.5. And if you're Kevin Cox, you're thinking, let's just run it. Just run it. Kill the clock. Come away. I don't care if it's a 1-point victory, it's still a victory. If you're the Crusaders, you got to figure out how to keep them from getting any first downs, get that ball back, figure out something. They're going to kick it to the outside again. And it goes back to the original line of scrimmage, taking out.
In this situation, you'd like to see a little more north and south running.
So 3rd down and about 3.
And you especially don't want to see him go out of bounds. Down to 3:18 left on the clock.
What a game it's been, though.
It's been a really good game.
Too
heavy. A
heavy.
little sloppy, but, I mean, it's the game you expected. At least both sides were a little sloppy and kept it a great game.
And nothing doing, and that's what you needed if you're the Joplin defense. That brings up 4th down.
4th down, and that should get the ball with about 2 minutes and about 20 seconds left.
Doing too much. Go.
So that's going to bring up David Goodson to punt it away.
A little bit too much east to west.
Yeah.
Running
agreed.
on that last 2 plays.
Agreed. So I got to ask you, we're kind of reminiscing because this is my last year. Like yours was last year.
Yeah.
This is my last year. Speaking of Victory Bowl, what was your favorite part or favorite time? Hold on, we'll get back to that. We got a flag on the play. Is it a delay game? It is a delay game. That's going to boot them back even further. That's not what you want to see if you're a Bear. But getting back to the Victory Bowl, what was your favorite part?
Man, it's just meeting the guys, man. Like, because we usually have a pregame practice and stuff like that. It's just meeting the guys from all over the area and creating relationships with them. Like a lot of them I still message all the time and keep up with them. I'm watching them. They keep up with me, check on me. It's just the camaraderie of it all that I love the most.
That is good stuff. Joplin Crusaders are going to field it.
Spins. Jacob Bruce.
Try to get a few more yards out of it, and they do. They get it up to about the 44-yard line.
I guess Brucey didn't eat that popcorn. He held on to that ball, baby.
Yes, he did. I got to say, my favorite part, though, was the draft. itself.
Oh,
you know?
I love the draft.
There's so much preparation that goes into the draft and trying to pull all the videos, get everybody together, finding out who's going to go where, the war room.
Yeah.
You know, that was always fun, you know?
And when you pull it off, it's always awesome, man.
Yes.
And it's really cool to give the guys the shine that they deserve. That's the one thing I love about it. The opportunity to give them the shine that they deserve.
And the opportunity to, to sign with professional teams or just getting out there and getting some film on themselves and having a great time. And, the environment was always fun.
Yes.
Nobody had a bad time out there. Nobody complained. It was the few times that you could actually say, hey, I went to a semi-pro game and it was a great time.
And it's a great example to show people, you know what I mean? And plus we're doing it for a great cause.
Yes.
So yeah.
The Catoosa Public School District definitely used those funds to help pay for school lunches, and he's just got away from that one. I don't think he's going to go away from this one, and he doesn't. He's going to go way back in the land far, far away.
Crusaders are wanting a face mask call right there, but I didn't think he grabbed the face mask.
No. Typically, the first sign indicators, if that neck turns real fast, that's usually what tells you right there. All right, Marcus, what was your favorite time as a player or as a coach or anything like that in semi-pro? What was your favorite time? The one thing that you're like, hey, this was the greatest.
Actually, probably my first championship, man. That's what, I fell in love with the game at that moment, when we won our first championship. That was all the way back in '99, Tulsa Stampede. We actually beat the Oklahoma City team.
The Fire, right?
Yeah, the Oklahoma City Fire.
That's right.
And, man, it was, I love that. We beat the Oklahoma City Reapers right before that.
Reapers, okay.
And, that started it all for me, man. That was my favorite moment. That was a great, special group of guys, man. I played with a lot. I don't want to just single them out. I played with a lot of special group of guys, man, but that started off, you know what I mean? That was family, a solid group of guys.
Shout out to the late, great Jim Proctor.
Yes.
Who ran the team as a head coach and owner. And the OFL that turned to be the CFL. Passed away several years ago. But shout out to him.
Big play coming up. Second down in about 20.
Trips to the top of your screen.
Does Joplin have any more of that crew magic left is the question.
Johnson's going to step back. He's going to fire. He's got somebody open, but he just misreads him. And that's going to bring up third down. That ball was just a little outside.
It's going to bring up third in about 20. Do you rely on the big play here or try to get half here and half next play?
I say you try to connect. I mean, if you want to try to do a big play, that's great if you've got the continuity and you know you've got it. But I don't see that kind of body language out of them. I just say connect, give them another 5 or 10 yards, and then work your way there. Johnson's pressured. The ball comes out a little bit late.
And interception dropped.
Almost had it, just could not hold on to it.
Bears better cross their fingers here. Big plays happen after dropped interceptions.
And that's a fourth down now. So this is the play of the game. If this does not get converted for the first down, I can pretty much guarantee you that the Bears are going to walk away with at least a 1-point victory here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium.
Yes, sir.
Got a stoppage in play. Timeout, Crusaders. Smartly timed timeout. Both teams are down to 1.
What do you think we'll see here? Do you think they'll go back to the wheel route play?
I think, honestly, so the Bears are going to bring a blitz. We already know that. It just depends on where it's coming from. It's going to be an interior linebacker blitz. So the question is, can you throw it where he is coming from? And do you have enough room to make it happen? Now, I'm going to call a seam play. I'm just going to call a simple seam right inside and connect with Taylor. That's what I would do. And then let him have the speed and go around. Who knows? You might get 6 out of it.
My sentiments exactly.
I don't think you've got the offensive line to give you more than 3 seconds. So I think that's your best option.
Not that their O-line is bad. They've got a really good O-line. They're just facing the Bears defense that's a bunch of monsters.
Absolutely. This is definitely the heavyweight match that we've all been wanting to watch.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and long, play of the ball game. Got 5 wide. Bears rushing 3. Man wide open. He couldn't turn around for the ball. Incomplete pass. Man wide open.
Does it get any more wide open than this? No. That is just deflating right there. That is your ball game, folks. I am so sorry. Unless a miracle happens. A miracle in Joplin. We have $1:31 left to go in the game. So the Bears could walk away from this one as supreme leader in the Central Midwest Football League Great Plains Conference, getting ready for playoffs, having that number 1 spot going up against whoever number 4 will be. Could it be the St. Joe Bucks? Possibly. Will it be the Gators? Most likely.
Yeah, they kind of helped themselves pulling that game out today.
It looks like they're getting ready for victory formation.
Favorite formation in the game.
Griffith goes down on one knee. And he's just going to wear down this clock.
Just a matter of time right now.
Both teams do have 1 timeout left, but it's not going to really do too much. And that is about it. Well, Marcus, it's been a joy. It's been a pleasure working with you one final time here.
Definitely.
It's been a long road, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Been a long, fun road. Shout out to my kids, Kingston, Riley, Brittany, Malia, Lucas.
You got a lot of kids, man. Wow.
Yeah. I was a busy man in college.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my son, Ethan Dotson, who's serving with the 2nd Cavalry in Vilseck, Germany. Him and his wife, Hannah, married a German girl and is doing a great time. Keegan Dotson in the Seattle area. And, of course, Elijah, my youngest son. And my wife, Christy, who has been supporting me this whole time through in this whole journey. And it's been a long road for everybody, but this is my last rodeo in semi-pro football.
What's the name of this school?
And your final score coming up here. 21-20. And that is it, folks. Final score in this one. Joplin Crusaders come up short by 1.
Great ball game. Thank y'all for having us.
Absolutely. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you on the flip side.